And approval of the agenda. Are there any additions or modifications to the agenda? Any suggestions? Okay, I'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
Motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
Okay, the first and a second, we need a roll call.
Dean,
Yes?
Martin,
Yes.
Karen.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay. Okay, approval of minutes. Karen, did you have any particular things? I have a couple things, but did you have anything?
The only thing I had was listed as virtual.
Okay. Did you get that?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, I was kind of curious. There's nothing under the principal director of teaching and learning report or the executive director's report, you know, in the minutes.
Isn't there a link?
Well, I do have a report. I'm going to Dr. Labella. With information because she isn't able to be here. And I'll do my facility updates.
Okay, but I was talking about in the minutes from the last meeting. You know, there wasn't anything there, you know, so.
May has a link, I believe, for last month. So there's an active link in there for viewing. That I can speak. Let me see if I go back to last month's agenda. And well, there's usually that TACs facts. It's an interactive link, and her report pulls up there.
Okay, yeah.
They're moving on without you there, Dean.
You know, we need to have that in what we receive, you know.
So maybe screenshots of her, she has that link of the TACs facts that she links in to the minutes because she visually presents that. And I don't know, maybe Kelly, would that be what we would need to do?
If it needs to be put in the minutes, if somebody hasn't put it in there themselves, they need to email it to me because I don't go look.
It's linked.
It's not.
And last month's?
Oh, last month. So wait, last month's is gonna be this month's?
We're talking,
No,
no, this month she
last
has something
minutes
else.
from last
Oh,
month.
minutes. Okay.
And because she does her presentations with slides,
Gotcha, right. Okay.
There's no
Sorry, I'm on the page. I'll look
text.
for it.
And Dean, this is great. That it is okay to have links.
Okay, it is. I think for the use of the board
I
though,
think
it
it's
would be
easier to
nice.
just bullet.
Yeah, if you could just include it in the email that comes to us, I
Yeah,
think that would be good.
maybe we can let her know that when she does that, to just kind of bullet it.
We have, we'll have to just repeat it,
Okay.
but yes. Let's
Okay,
do it,
great.
because, yeah, all right, I got it.
Because
So it's linked in there from last month.
Is it?
Okay.
yeah, but she still presents. So
Right.
what she
Right.
says in the presentation
Yeah,
can
I
go
guess.
into the.
Yeah,
Whatever is up to you guys.
we need to have at least a basic summary,
Right.
you know,
Sure. Okay,
just because it makes it a lot easier for us to,
all right, let's. put that
you know,
in.
I find the minutes really useful just to remind myself before a meeting what went on in the last meeting.
I'm gonna do governing council input, that the governing council requests that the direct, no, which one?
TACs facts.
Principal director, teaching and learning, has a summary of bullet points in the minutes.
Okay, great.
Okay.
There's also the same with the executive director's report. There wasn't much last month, I don't think, was there? But there was nothing in the minutes for that.
I mean, the other way to approach this is say, isn't it just easier to give us a bullet pointed presentation and just save the whole presentation thing because we sort of don't care? I mean, in the don't care, but like, don't feel like you have to put a presentation together
Right,
for the
right.
board every week. It
In
could
fact-
actually just be easier if we just had 10 bullet points of things to discuss.
Well, I think we need to know what the discussion was, though, you know.
No, my point is she puts together the presentation in these slides.
Correct.
Does she want to do that? Or is she just doing that because that's like a nice thing to do for the board when the board
Right.
sort of doesn't like,
Right.
is like, we're happy to just have some written things to discuss.
We still need something to remind us of what went on in the last meeting, you know.
No, what I'm saying is that she reports to us in a different manner by not doing the presentation, just
Right. That'd be great.
presenting to us like what's happened to history, then that would suffice.
It's just that sometimes those reports are used not just for this meeting, but for others.
Okay,
So,
okay, all right, that's fine.
Together for other things.
yeah,
Okay,
We'll let her know that if it's easier. don't
whatever
worry.
option,
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
I hear what you're
But she
saying.
doesn't have to do a formal
Right.
presentation to us.
We'll let her know.
Killing 5 birds with 1 stone.
Sure, sure, we'll let her know.
Okay, great.
Laura needs to be let in.
Approve the minutes.
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second.
Roll call.
All right, Dean,
Yes.
Martin,
Yes.
Karen,
Yes.
motion carries.
Okay, governing council input. I'm gonna have input. I'm just happy I'm back. It's nice to be here. See faces and stuff, you know, so.
Laura and Deanna are waiting to be let into the meeting.
So they're saying, but they're not appearing at all on my list of people waiting.
Let's do.
Yeah, okay. Let me just see.
Maybe she should get out and try back again.
does she have the correct link?
Yeah, that's,
And have you started the?
I have started the recording. Okay. No one has to ask to join, so they must be on the wrong link. Yeah, they can just come in if they're on the right link. Let me find someone else.
So you can just do from, well, actually, I can do it from here. Let me, that's the video call link.
Yeah, are you gonna email them or would you like me? to?
Yeah.
You see, if I start moving, I'll lose the meeting screen.
Yeah, that's okay. So we want Deanna and it says.
Laura.
Deanna and Laura. First last name?
Crazy.
Oh, and she spells it out.
All right.
There we go. Let them know I, sent the link.
Good. Hopefully they'll be popping in.
So Karen has sent the link to them. Karen. The other Karen sent the link to them.
I am.
Karen too.
Karen, I am.
Right.
Karen.
Yeah, Corinne. Corinne.
Okay, any governing council input? Karen or?
Nope.
Martin?
I
Okay,
just put the input about the notes to like summarize the
Good.
principal notes.
good, that's great.
So that is in the notes.
Okay, we don't have any public, so we need to worry about public input. Haven't seen him pop up yet, have we?
No,
I'm just taking my time hoping to pop
You
in.
have something in our chat?
Here.
This is showing, what's the chat with Twitter?
Yeah, that's too.
Laura Heister
Yes.
That's it.
and who else? Deanna. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Gomez.
Go, man.
Yeah.
Or Mooney now, sorry.
Mooney, yeah.
That was a blast from the past.
Yeah.
Sorry. that
I
was-
hadn't heard that one before.
Yeah, it's super informative. She was in a minute ago,
She was.
so
So I
that's
don't-
weird. I don't know about her not having the link, 'cause she was there.
She was.
Check.
She was, yeah.
See the one before it? No, not the people in the
Yeah.
chat, the little.
Shrimp casserole.
Okay, there she's joined.
There they are.
But
Finally,
Laura.
they're getting
Laura,
here.
we see you now.
Hey, I've been there, man. I've been there, man.
We're just waiting for Deanna.
There's no restrictions. I
no,
mean, they
but
can-
you check the chat. There's like a little, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's from
Oh. okay.
Karen,
Karen.
just saying people, there we are. Now they got the
There's
right.
There
one.
we are. There you are, Deanna. We were lost without you guys. Okay, we're ready for financial reports now.
You're muted, Deanna.
Deanna, we got to you just in time.
So, okay, we still have feedback.
Mary, you tell her.
As far as the financial report, new to report, we're finished with audit. We'll have, audit results this spring.
Possible to make.
Deanna, can you speak louder?
Can you hear me now? Okay. We finished up audit, thankfully. So audit is finished and we'll have the audit results to all of you guys sometime in the spring. Other than that, working on calendar year end stuff, 1099s, W-2s, and just regular work. Did anybody have any questions for me? Oh, you guys are muted now.
Are we muted now?
No, you can talk.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can.
Thank you.
Okay. And we have a bar at least, don't we?
Yes, we have one bar. It is for our leases.
Okay.
$180,000 and $536. It's bar 6.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve the bar.
Okay.
Second?
Okay, we have a first and second. We need a roll call.
All right, Dean,
Yes.
Laura,
Yes.
Martin,
Yes.
Karen,
Yes.
motion carries.
Okay, the Finance Audit Committee update. We had a very brief Finance Committee because we're having technical problems, but basically we reviewed several expenses and everything seems to be above board. We have quite a large balance, but we'll be paying for a new building before long, and a big chunk of that balance is also encumbered too, so everything seems fine. Okay, we need a motion to approve the Finance Committee report.
So motion?
I'll motion to approve.
Yeah.
Second?
All right,
You go
Dean,
first. Yes.
Laura,
Yes.
Martin,
Yes.
Karen,
Yes.
motion carries.
Okay, Karen, Foundation report.
Moving right along. Not much to report. Our last meeting was in October. We do it quarterly. Submitted the taxes to Swinehart CPA, and they're still with Swinehart. They should be getting to them this month. They filed an extension because they're usually due in November. So they filed an extension now. We have until May, but they usually get them out well before May. So we're waiting on that, and that will trigger my report to the charitable organizations, New Mexico state reporting as well. I filed an extension for them, and we have as well until May there to get those reports in. This typically happens every year. We get a little busy, and then we, sometime in January, we get all that reported. So I'll let you know as soon as we know. In January, 2 things were happening with the foundation. One is that the CD that we have with Live Oak Bank for that last facility payment, we have it in a CD, and so it renews in January. And at our October meeting, the board decided to just continue to roll it over. It's a 1-year CD that tends to get us the best rate. And so in January, that will just roll right on over for another year. And then we have our regularly quarterly meeting scheduled for January 29th.
Great.
It's happening with the foundation.
Director of Programs.
Okay, we got a lot of stuff. It'll be quick. It's a lot, but it's quick. All right, so our November community council meeting we welcomed one of our new STEM instructors, our Native Studies instructor, Mr. Heiss, and his group, Aspen Song Kids, for a special presentation in honor of Native American Heritage Month. That went really well. We've been trying to incorporate that for our Equity Council, each month, recognizing a group. And then, of course, our National Junior Honor Society conducted a non-perishable food drive to benefit local food pantries. I think they had wanted to do Taos Feeds Taos, but unfortunately they only do vouchers now. So we put them in touch with some of our local food banks, and they collected quite a bit. I don't know how many pounds of food though. And then, of course, our high school student council, as you guys are leaving, you might want to check that out. They have brought back they want to do something for the school positive. They brought back the kindness walls. So we just have little papers that are cut out, different shapes or whatever based on the season. And they write positive quotes or inspirational things and motivational stuff, and they just hang it. And then there's blank ones there. So it's kind of like one of those give one, take one,
I really like that when we had it before.
So yeah, it's back up, and we're putting stuff up, and they've been working really hard on that. And then, of course, our Family and Community SWIFT team has begun planning our annual college and career fair, and our tentative date will be Thursday, February 27th. So that does take a lot of planning to get. Last year we had a goal of 40 presenters, whether it was like recruiters or colleges or businesses, things that would help our students with internships and post-secondary plans.
Do we invite other schools to that?
Actually, we did, and we usually we invited last year. No one was able to attend last year because of the weather. But we invite our other state charters in the area that have 8th graders and up, so that we do provide an opportunity for them to participate. We invited Vista Grande. They've attended in the past. We've invited TISA, Anansi, and the International School.
Right.
So, and the charter, we've actually invited them as well. If 8th graders usually have to start doing that college and career planning as part of the next step plan. So we try and invite any group that has 8th graders. So, and this year will be our 4th year doing this. All right. Then, of course, our senior class of 2025 senior team held an informative parent meeting last Thursday, December 5th, outlining all the upcoming events and class of 2025 expectations. About 85% of our families attended that. So of the graduating class. So that was good there. That's it for parent student advisories and equity councils. Then, of course, testing. We don't really have any testing other than our final exams right at this time of year. We do have the voluntary ASVAB, that is the Armed Services Vocational Battery exam. It's going to be administered this Friday to any interested 10th through 12th graders. We sent out notice to families. It's something that we can use to demonstrate competency in all areas. We remind the families that just taking this test does not mean that they will be contacted by recruiters. But they can, and they won't. They just come, administer the test. In a few weeks, they'll bring us back the scores. We present them to the students, and then they can use them to, like I said, for graduation competencies, and they can use them in their college and career pathways classes for their online activities, what we call it career cruising. So for their next step plans. So that's happening. So like I said, no major testing happening right now. And I don't know if you guys heard and everything, we kind of briefly mentioned it, because it is released. You can get on our Vista's site now. It is public, and we are once again a spotlight school for the past year. STEM. This is the last week of STEM. Our end of term presentations are going to be held Wednesday and Thursday of this week. And Wednesday, December 11th at 5 p.m., we'll be hosting our dinner theater. So Middle school and high school theater groups will be performing, and in between the two shows, our culinary class will be serving a light dinner. And then on Thursday afternoon, so this is a change, our celebration of learning is, there's going to be student presentations throughout, and they begin at 2 o'clock and end at 4 o'clock. So we're going to use that kind of like an evaluation type thing. All the teachers and students and any community members that come in, there'll be different student presentations of their final projects, and asking them to interview and be able to kind of like engage them, do some evaluation and give some students some feedback on, you know, what they say about their student learning. So that's all happening
So that's next Thursday?
this Thursday.
This Thursday, okay.
And that's it for me.
That's it, cool.
Yeah.
How's it looking for STEM classes next term?
Oh, we're full.
Are
We're
you?
full. We have everybody returning. We will have, so we started very light with, started late this quarter. Our music classes started back up about 5.5 weeks ago. And they'll be performing, the middle school will be performing a couple of songs on Thursday. But it'll start back with, in full suite with high school and middle school in January. Of course, science is gearing up for all of their competitions and everything, and for both middle school and high school and the classes, and they're presenting on Thursday. Culinary, same, will be back. We are growing that computer programming and engineering class. Hopefully it get started out this semester with high school. We had done it for last year for middle school, and a lot of great things coming out of there. Some partnerships with TK1, definite art, of course, middle school and high school. We have that Native Studies class that started in middle school. We're expanding to middle school and high school. That's the group that presented for the community presentation last month. And then we have some interest, some applications in for other art classes and opportunities that we have, you know, looking and see what they offer. But we have a full program.
Any other questions for Jamie on all the things you covered? Okay. Christy, did you say you have something for May? Okay, you want to go ahead with that now?
Yes, hi. I don't hear feedback, so I'm going to just go forward. From May, she and I met today, and let me see if I can find it. It's right here. So I'm just going to go through it, and I'll try to answer questions if there are any, but it would be better if you emailed her because I'm just kind of reading words. But so we discussed 2 students who will have a SCI referral. One was per the JPO request, and the other was for not coming to school physically. So there have been some, behavior concerns, but she's managing that through the system that we have set up. The January 6th PD agenda was sent to leadership for review. Now I can hear feedback.
Christy, Dean has a question. Hang on.
What is a SCI referral?
I don't know. It's an acronym. It's Jamie, do you know?
Referral is your referral kind of to concern to CYFD. Children, youth, and families.
Okay.
Yeah, it's SKYE, she thought.
Yeah, you can help it. Okay, great.
Okay, so the PD, which is after the professional development day, which is after we return from break, has been sent to leadership for review. So in the leadership team meeting on Wednesday, we will go over that. In orientation and winter activities scheduled for the students remaining on campus is also going to be, has already been sent to leadership, but we will review it in our meeting on Wednesday as well. And let's see, May said she will not be able to attend the governing council for tonight. And the notes are filled in for tonight's meeting for me to review and present. And the only two items are the early graduates and the internship numbers. And let's see, reviewed the process for, the review process, sorry, for SSL, MS Plus, and Friday School will need further discussion. So she's got some things going, and then some other things will be confirmed, later in the future, but things are under construction. So that is what she wrote. That's it on hers.
Move on to your report then, Christy.
Okay, I'm sorry that is so choppy. I'm just reading what she wrote. So, and we met today for about 30 minutes. Okay, on the facility projects, Jose and I met today. This morning he went to the department to personally get the permit, and we have the permit as a school for the building. Very excited about that. It's on its way. It is supposed to be here Tuesday afternoon or evening. The Camnet company has the layout, so everything is in order. It's supposed to be happening, and the price that everybody's agreed to will be broken down for the 6 doors for the new building. And Jose met with a contractor for the design of the amphitheater. And the fellow reported back and said that he is still working on proposals for that amphitheater. And then the other area that I asked him about was the shade sales. So they actually arrived last Tuesday evening, and they are stored in the metal shed until the spring. So that's all taken care of. And that's it.
Okay. Okay. Monthly calendar development. Is there anything we need to be aware of there, Karen?
No, just based on our meeting last time, I moved things around. So it's updated as far as our changes that day.
Okay, so we just have to go into our drive to see it then.
Yes, sir.
Do we have a new member for the audit committee yet? Anybody know?
Not yet. I was given a name and I reached out to that person, but I have not been contacted back by them. And that was from Sam.
Okay, so you're already working on that. So I think we all ought to be aware that we may need to keep in mind somebody that might be good for it too, in case that person doesn't get back to you.
And they can just be anyone, anyone.
It's best if they have some financial.
But they can be
connection.
anyone.
Right. They don't need to have a connection. Okay.
They just have to be a community member.
Okay, what are we doing about strategic planning? When was it we said we were going to have, in the spring, was it? We said we are going to have strategic planning retreat.
I don't know. I think that was what the last discussion was.
Okay.
So in February, we're supposed to plan a retreat and then have it in March with Kelly.
So we'll plan it in February and have it in March. Okay. Need to make sure it's on the agenda for February.
Dean, this is Kelly. I have a couple of questions. Karen, thank you for sending me the assessment, the evaluation that you all do. And I know that you guys are going to do that. I just have a couple just process questions. Is the evaluation what your strategic plan is based on, or is it separate? How's the data from the evaluation used?
In the past, it's something we've talked about in the strategic planning committee, but it isn't the only thing. You know, there's a lot of other things that we talk about besides just what our evaluation said.
So it's more of an assessment of the skill sets of the, to ensure that practices are in place and being fulfilled and everything like that. And then strategic planning, it then is what you guys do at your retreat to come up with some goals or some plans to focus on for the following year. Is that correct?
Basically, yeah. Yeah, you know that I see a couple purposes for the strategic planning retreat. One of them is to kind of come up with what we're going to be improving on mostly, but another one is just to get together for a day, and kind of get in touch with each other and make sure that we're all, in the same boat and everything, so. And I think this year, there needs to be some effort put out to replace me as president, because I'll be leaving as of the 1st of July, and so I think there needs to be some work done to get ready for me being gone. So we're going to need another member, and we're going to have to decide who's going to be president.
So succession planning.
And that's always been part of our strategic planning.
And is that a full day or a half?
Usually it ends up being about 6 hours or so.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else?
No, just needing to just kind of get some context and as we move forward into the planning, that helps me so I can provide the support you guys need.
Meeting last year. Do you remember?
Yes, I do, and it was my first.
Yeah. So
now I know you guys better.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. GC training. Is there anything we need to do there, Kelly? As far as GC Governing Council training?
No, since you're doing the consultancy model, I'm basically what I'm doing. I'm validating, and I'm here for consultation. If you have questions or anything, normally I wouldn't be at every meeting, but since I got started late this year, I wanted to make sure I was able to be present for this first semester. And then I'll be involved in the meetings that you directly need me. So February, March, and that kind of thing. You guys have already demonstrated your competencies in the areas of the training. And since it's only 5 hours over these meetings that I'm taking notes and validating, and then the time we'll spend together at the strategic planning, if it's 6 hours, you'd get that knocked out really quick. So you'll, again, have more hours than the minimum required. So, but as a consultant, I'm always available via email and everything like that. So I'll be at the February meeting and we'll be at the March retreat in person.
That'd be great. Yeah. We appreciate your efforts too, Kelly. It's nice to have somebody looking over our shoulder so we can learn from you, so we appreciate it. Okay. We don't have any policies for tonight. And we need to go into an executive session. So here you have the proper language for that.
Thank you. Give me a minute.
Okay.
Do we extras need to leave the room?
It might be a good idea. Yeah, I think so.
Actually, Dean, you need to do the vote. Or you clear the.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we need to do the vote and then,
Do the vote
But
first
then
and
no,
then.
Mary, Jamie.
and then, yeah. And I'll turn off the streaming once you've done your vote.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's what?
Few minutes of my dad, I know.
So Mary and Jamie will be
Yes,
And myself.
and yourself.
And then
and
And is Karen Stanfordville?
someone needs, do
Karen.
you guys want to get the notes?
No, not really.
We'll figure it out.
I mean,
It's recorded.
let me.
Um,
God, let me go
do you want that section recorded?
No, you can't.
I know I
Can't
can't,
record the
because I'm saying
executive,
can't, yeah, I
Yeah,
can't,
that's not-
yeah,
All we need to record is going into session.
yeah,
And then when we come out.
yeah. So I need to do two things once you've done your statement for the executive council. Yeah.
And you'll hang around for after the executive.
Yeah, I'll come back in afterwards, but
It's on my desktop and I want to draw it.
Just if it just left September, I think
It's not.
Am I part of executive session?
Yeah, you are. You're our
Oh.
executive director.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
Yes, I found it. I found it.
found it.
okay.
Is Dan staying in the meeting?
Just.
yeah, let's have Deanna stay in the meeting too, I think.
Yeah, somebody's gonna be in there.
Oh, this is.
Huh?
Chris is,
Karen, you're coming back, right?
Oh, I thought I'm not.
You're not?
Oh,
You just told us we weren't invited.
No, you aren't invited, but I mean, you and I wanted to talk about.
Oh, no, I'm not leaving the building. No,
Okay.
no.
After
Yeah.
the session, you're coming back.
Yes, after your executive session, I will be back. Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Jamie, I got you.
And then just deleting all of the previous information.
okay.
So, perfect. It's all in there. I state to just vote you guys in.
Okay. I'll entertain a motion to go into executive session.
So motion,
I'll second. Second.
Okay, we got a first and a second to go into executive session for personnel matters.
Okay. And I will get out of here.
Okay,
Okay, you want
Oh, did
to
you leave for Deanna to, is invited to stay?
yes. No,
roll call?
to-
Oh, sorry. Roll call. Dean,
Yes.
Karen,
Yes. Yes.
Sam.
She's not here.
Oh.
Laura.
Okay. Laura,
Yes.
Yes.
motion carries.
So,
yeah.
okay, I'll entertain a motion to come out of executive session.
Motion to come out of executive session?
Second.
Second.
Okay, we have a first, second.
Laura was second.
You're gonna take the roll call, Karen?
Sure. Dean,
Yes.
Laura,
Yes.
Yes.
Karen,
Yes. Yes.
motion carries.
Okay, we're out of executive session. And we just have the language in there for it. I'm sure we just discussed things that personnel matters that we've gone into executive session. Okay. Next board meeting? What do we need to do at the next board meeting? We need to we need to get Tracy's evaluation. And I think we can probably, should we fill it out or should we send it out to people before the meeting to fill out? Is everybody frozen?
Seems like it.
Looks like it.
no, they're,
Even Martin.
So this
said
was.
frozen.
but
Oh,
this was
down
related
here,
to
on the
what?
screen they are, but down here they're not.
they're
Oh,
not.
okay.
What do you guys think? Do you want to send it out ahead of time?
I
Sorry,
think
This was the send of what?
the,
The executive director evaluation.
right, so we have the results at the meeting.
At the January meeting?
Yeah.
We'll do it in advance, so okay, yes.
If you could send it out, that'd be great. Okay. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
And the next meeting is gonna be the 13th, right?
I haven't did it yet. So.
Yes,
1/13,
second January.
25.
We are back on the 13th. So
Okay.
that is correct.
Okay. Anything else for the next meeting?
Nope.
I think we ought to talk, well, we need to talk about our strategic planning. A little bit at least, you know. Anything else? That's about all I have.
The only thing I would say is just putting events that you guys want to participate in on everybody's radar.
Yeah.
But
Just starting
calendar
to plan-
review.
Yeah, calendar review.
That sounds like a good idea.
Event calendar review.
Sounds good. Okay.
Smart Martin.
I'm taking some to go.
That is so
Yes,
smart.
yes, please
Oh.
do.
I'll entertain a
And
motion
you know, and you know, go
to
for it.
adjourn.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Second.
Given that I didn't second. the other ones. I
Okay.
wasn't there for
A
any of them.
first and a second. Yes.
Laura,
Yes.
Yes.
Martin,
Yes.
Karen,
Yes.
Yes.